Welcome to a time before the invention of the internet, smartphones, and even sliced bread. Earth's beginnings can be traced back 4,500,000,000 years, but human evolution only counts for a tiny speck of its history. The prehistoric period roughly dates from 2,500,000 years ago to 1,200 BC. It is generally categorized in three archaeological periods: the Stone Age, Bronze Age, and Iron Age. The Stone Age, such a delightful time when our ancestors decided rocks were the perfect tool for every occasion. Because it's such an extensive amount of time, we generally divide most civilizations' history into three periods: the Paleolithic period, the Mesolithic period, and the Neolithic period. The good old Paleolithic Era, where the average human diet was anything that moves. Life was simple: hunt mammoths, gather berries, and try not to become someone's dinner. During this era, early humans lived among other related species in caves and basic huts, and traveled in small nomadic tribes. They made unpolished tools out of bone and stone that they used for hunting, fighting, building, and art. The Mesolithic period was like the awkward teenage phase of the Stone Age. People were transitioning from the hardcore hunter-gatherer lifestyle of the Paleolithic to a slightly more settled existence. The major feature of this period was microliths, small stone tools made of flint or chert. These tools were used to hunt smaller animals and birds. Certain regions developed distinctive pottery during this period. Possibly the most significant and long-lasting development during the Mesolithic is the domestication of the dog. The Neolithic period, where humans discovered that they didn't have to chase their food anymore. The cultivation of cereal grains enabled Neolithic peoples to build permanent dwellings and congregate in villages, and the release from nomadism and a hunting-gathering economy gave them the time to pursue specialized crafts. The Inolithic period, also known as the "Wait, is this still Neolithic or are we going Bronze Age?" Modern researchers consider the period as a subset of the broader Neolithic, but earlier scholars defined it as a transitional period between the Neolithic and the Bronze Age. It brought in its wake revolutionary changes in the life of prehistoric man, as he became more and more acquainted with metal and its properties. The appearance of metal tools, particularly bronze, marked the end of the Stone Age. Now used for weapons and tools, the harder metal replaced its stone predecessors and helped spark innovations including the ox-drawn plow and the wheel. Humans learned the craft of metalworking and used it to advance their civilizations at unprecedented rates. It was like the prehistoric version of upgrading from a flip phone to a smartphone. The discovery of ways to heat and forge iron kicked off the Iron Age. Our ingenious ancestors realized that iron was far more robust and could withstand a lot more than bronze. Even more important, iron ore is much more widely distributed and readily available in surface deposits around the world than the ores of copper and tin, which are both needed to make bronze. Agriculture, art, and religion all became more sophisticated, and writing systems and written documentation, including alphabets, began to emerge, ushering in the early historical period. It is paramount to appreciate that the march of progress was not uniform across civilizations. Consequently, not every society attained the same milestones in lockstep, and the three-age system should not be wielded as an infallible roadmap for all corners of the globe. But this system, while considered somewhat simplistic by modern archaeological standards, remains an invaluable and insightful framework for understanding the broad sweep of human prehistory. If you're enjoying what you see and the effort we've poured into this endeavor, we kindly ask you to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We can't express how much your attention and support mean to us.